Hi again, it's Simon from Rannick Physiotherapy. Today we're going to talk about digestion. Why is digestion important for physiotherapy? Well, 80% of your immune system resides in your stomach, in the bacterial balance in your stomach, and that's called your microbiome. Basically that can be described as the balance of good and bad bacteria in your stomach. The food you eat also has a massive importance for your digestion, but in some ways it doesn't matter what you eat. If the bacterial balance in your stomach is not right, you're not going to digest your food properly, you're not going to get the proper nutrition, your energy levels aren't going to be great, and your overall health can suffer. And that can have an effect on the result of a physio session, your ability to heal, repair the tissues. That all comes down to the food that you eat. You are what you eat is a very, very true saying. Bacterial balance in your stomach is basically down to, number one, the food that you eat, number two, external environmental factors, and number three, your psychological state. The food that you eat feeds the bacteria in your stomach, and that's called prebiotics. So it's very important to eat the right things to feed the good bacteria in your stomach. These good bacteria love an alkaline environment. The bad bacteria, the germs, the viruses, they love acid. If you have an acid diet and an acidified system, that really promotes the growth of bad bacteria, yeasts, fungus, germs, viruses. They love to feed on sugar, they love to feed on flour, they love to feed on all the processed food that you eat. If your diet mainly consists of processed, unnatural food, you're feeding the bad bacteria in your stomach. That has a knock-on effect for overall health. The food you eat should be natural, seasonal, organic as much as you can. Grass-fed if you're going to eat meat, free-range meat, not meat from feedlots, not meat that's mass-produced, not vegetables that have multiple pesticides sprayed on them. So the more natural your diet can be, the healthier your body is going to be because you're feeding these good bacteria. Now if your bacteria are out of balance, you might ask, well, how do I get the balance to be right? Just by feeding them doesn't necessarily build the numbers up. So probiotics is the general name for these good bacteria, and there's many ways of getting this in. Every ancient culture had a very high proportion of fermented food in their diet. Fermented food has the highest concentration of probiotics of any food you can eat. Fermented food can be sauerkraut, kefir, which is fermented milk, kombucha, which is fermented tea, kimchi, which is spicy fermented vegetables. These are all available through supermarkets now, health food shops, and again you want to go for really good quality, and that tends to be organic, unpasteurised, unheat treated, and they're going to have the highest concentration of good bacteria you can possibly put in your system. You really want to add this into your diet every day. Other sources are manuka honey, heather honey, unpasteurised raw foods. Now these probiotics need fed well, and the prebiotics is how you feed them. Some of the strongest prebiotics are chicory root and aloe vera. So you want to feed the good bacteria and you want to add the good bacteria to keep the balance up, and that's an ongoing process. You can't just take probiotics or fermented food for a few days and expect your system to be sorted and go back to your old habits. It needs to be a lifestyle change. So talking about the immune system in your stomach, 80% of the immune system lives in there. So that's from the nutrition you take and your body's ability to use it. If you're having poor food and you've got a low immune system, you're going to open yourself up to illness, bad bacteria, fungal infections, all the Western illnesses that we have these days because of a diet that's processed and poorly managed. This has a knock-on effect for physiotherapy specifically. You want your body to heal really well after an injury, heal well after a physio session. If you have a bad diet, you've got a poor probiotic balance in your stomach, your body's not going to be able to do that. It won't be able to provide the nutrients for healing for the bones, the muscles and the tissues that you want to heal. If you take the best possible nutrition into your body that you can, you're giving yourself a much better environment to heal in and a much better chance of recovering and having a fit and healthy future. Thank you.